Hi grade 9s. Okay, so I'm going to just go through everything that I've taught you guys before with regards to factorization because I feel like you guys might need it, especially now, night before the test. Okay, factorization is the opposite of simplification. So if we give you the instruction simplification, it means that you're multiplying into the bracket, or where you're going to multiply a bracket times a bracket doing FOIL, okay? And it's basically going to make the thing bigger. What do I mean by bigger? I mean like longer, you're going to have more terms in it. If I say factorization and the instruction is going to say factorize fully, that means we're trying to take something that's lots of terms and we're trying to make it smaller and smaller and put it back into the bracket. So it's the opposite, okay? Now we learn 3 types, okay? Highest common factor, dots, and trinomials, okay? And I need you to know all 3 of them, and I need you to know how to do combinations of them as well. So let's remind you guys. Highest common factor, this one is HCF. Now we're not going to tell you, hey, do highest common factor. You need to be able to identify that it is highest common factor, or that it is dots, or that it is a trinomial, okay? Now how would you know it's highest common factor? You're going to see something common with them. Now this is a bit of a tricky one in the sense that you need to know your multiplication table. If you know your timetables, you are good to go. If you don't know your timetables, then we're going to have a bit of a problem. Okay, let's start. Let me get a highlighter, and this is going to be a bit easier. So see, you can either take out a sign, you can take out a number, or you can take out a variable, or you can take out all 3 of them, okay? This is the one in class where I told you guys it's like the bully taking out something, remember? Okay, so can you see here in this example, I have 2x over here and then I have 3xy. So we're basically asking ourselves, what's common between both of those? And if you see clearly, over here, x, and over here, x. So we're going to take it out. The bully is taking it. So when you're taking something out, put it outside and then you put a bracket. If I take away this x, what am I left behind with in this term? Can you see there's a term? This 2x forms one term and the 3xy forms another term. So in this 2x, if I take away the x, I'm left behind with the 2. The side over here, if I take away the x, I'm left behind with the positive 3y. And there we go. We are done. Let's try another example, okay? So this one here is an example where we can take out a variable. This example over here, can you see with regards to the variables, the side I have xy, the side I have ab. So I cannot take out that variable. Instead, can you see that I can take out a sign? There's a negative here and a negative here. So we can take out a sign. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out negative. Now, when I say I'm taking out, I basically mean I'm dividing by it, okay? So the word take out isn't really mathematical, but you understand it's easier for us to use the word take out for you to understand. So I'm taking out the negative, meaning I'm dividing everything by negative. If I take it away from this term, it was negative. Divided by negative, it becomes positive. I don't have to write the positive here because I just have to write 2xy. Now we know that this 2xy is positive. This one over here, negative 41ab, negative divided by negative gives me a positive. This time I have to write it, okay? 41ab. You double check, is there anything that can go into 2 and 41? Nope. Into xy and ab? Nope. So that's my answer. Okay, let's go on. This time we can take out a number. Okay, now this is where your multiplication timetable thing comes in. Can you see from my variables I got xy and the side I got ab, so I can't take out a variable. From my sign I got positive and positive, so if I take out a positive I'm still remaining with positives. I can't take that out. Can you see? Oh, this idea I should have highlighted your negative for you guys. This one here, can you see the 2 and the 4? They're in the same multiplication table. Okay, so I'm taking out the 2. Okay, if I take out, remember I said it's the same thing as divide. So 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. And then I'm left behind with the xy. Do I have to write this one? No. If I write it, will I get it wrong? Also no. 4, positive 4 divided by 2 gives me positive 2. And then AB. And that's my answer. Okay, let's continue. This one over here, let's look at what's common. With regards to the signs, This side is positive, positive, so we okay. We can't take out anything there. With the numbers, I got a 2 and I got a 3. Can't take out anything there. Can you see this one here has an x squared? Can you see this one here has an x squared? Can you see this one has a y? Can you see this one has a y? Okay, now this is where that bully situation comes into place. I told you guys this bully is very fair. Okay, so if one friend has sweets and another friend, we don't bully in school, but you understand my explanation. Okay, no bullying. We say no to bullying, but understand my explanation. If one friend has some sweets and another one also has sweets, if one has 5 sweets, the other one has 3 sweets, this bully is very fair. It says, okay, let's take away 3 from both of them. Okay, that's what's happening. So can you see from here 2 sweets, from here 2 sweets? So what's a fair amount to take from both of them? The 2 sweets. Can you see this one here has 1 sweet? Remember there's an invisible 1 over there. This one has 2 sweets. So what's the fair amount to take out? Only 1 sweet. Okay, I took away the 2 sweets. There it is. I took away the 1 sweet. There it is. What's left behind with this whole term? Just the 2. This idea, what's left behind with the whole term? Can you see there's a 3 left behind? And then there's a z. Okay, I'm going to write it down. And then from the x, I took it out. 2 sweets, I took away 2. Right, so there's nothing left. Can you see my y? I had 2 sweets. I gave away the 1. I'm left behind with 1 sweet. Okay, there's an invisible 1 there, invisible 1 there. And that's my answer. Okay. Right. We can also take out whole brackets. Okay, so see this 5, let me highlight it, it makes it easier. Can you see this 5a plus b is repeated here, 5a plus b. Okay, so I can take the whole thing out, 5a plus b. Notice how I'm putting it in its bracket as is. Then I open a bracket for my leftovers. Leftover on this side here is just this 3. Leftover on this side over here is just the z. And we are done. I forgot to close the bracket. There we go. Let's do more examples. Okay. All right. This one over here, it's sort of a combination. It's called grouping. Okay, so we got to do highest common factor and then highest common factor again. All right. Looking at just these 2 parts over here, can you see I can take out an x from here and an x from here? So see, I'm not touching this idea. Just those 2. All right. So I'm taking out the x, left behind here with 2, taking out the x, left behind here with 3y. Okay, plus 5, 2 plus 3y. Now we're looking at our expression again. Can you see 2 plus 3y? And then here 2 plus 3y. You see it's repeated twice. Let's highlight that properly. So we're taking it out. Now when we take out a whole bracket, please leave it in brackets. Left behind here is x. Left behind here is 5. And that's our answer. So all we did in this one, just 2 times highest common factor. Okay. All right, one more example. Can you see this one here has a negative? So I'm going to take out the negative. Okay. With regards, so I'm going to highlight that negative so you know. Okay. With regards to the number, can you see 6 and can you see 2? 2 and 6 fit in the same timetables, and that is 2. So I can take it out. Okay, let's write down what we're taking out. With regards to the alphabets, let's use different colors so you guys don't get confused. Can you see there's an A over there and there's an A over there? So I can't take it out. Only 1 because this one has 1, this one has 2. I'm going to use a different color. Can you see from my B and B, right? The side has 2, the side has 5. So the fair amount to take out would be 2 because both of them can give me 2. So another color, C, right? From this one here, one has 7, one has 5. So what would be the highest amount to take out from both of them? It would be 5 because both of them can give me 5. So 5. Now we can write down all the leftovers. This one here took away the negative, so we're left with a positive answer here. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Do you see how I'm following steps? Okay, one thing at a time. I went sign, then number, then variables. Now I'm taking each one divided by this. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Each one here divided by this. Okay, let's continue. A squared, we took away 1, so we left behind with 1. B squared, we took away b squared, so we left behind with nothing. C to the power of 7, I took away 5, so we left behind with c to the power of 2, because 7 minus 5. Okay, let's continue. 2, positive 2 divided by negative 2 gives me negative 1. A, I had 1, I gave away 1, nothing. 5, I gave away 2, so I'm left behind with 3. And 5, gave away 5, left behind with nothing. And that's my answer. Okay, not so bad. Alright, let's continue to the next type of factorization, which is called dots, difference of two squares. Okay, now for difference of two squares, you have to know your square numbers. Okay, so you need to know 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2, 4, 3 times 3, 9, 4 times 4, 16, 5 times 5, 25, etc., etc. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to identify, because remember I told you, we don't tell you, hey, do dots, or hey, do HCF, or do trinomials. You need to be able to identify it. Now, if you look closely on the group, I sent you guys a PDF document that there was an explanation on how to do all of this, okay? That was how to identify all of them. Please look at that PDF document again and follow the instructions if you still feel a little bit confused, okay? I wrote it out quite nicely for you guys on exactly what to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, now can you see 25 and 100? They are both perfect squares. This is 5 times 5 and this is 10 times 10. Okay, besides them being 5 times... Okay, wait. I'm just going to continue with this one. I know that 25 can go into here and 25 can go into here. I'm not doing that part, okay? Let's continue. You open up two brackets, two brackets, one with a positive, one with a negative, always, okay? It can go negative this side and positive this side. Square root of 25 is 5 and 5. Square root of x squared is x and x. Square root of 100 is 10 and 10. And that's it. You're done. Okay, I did this example just to show you guys exactly what we need to do. Usually if this was in a test, you'd first have to take out the 25 as a common factor. But I'm not doing that for now, okay? Just showing you. I'm just using this example to show you. I made it a little more complicated. Can you see? Perfect square, 6 times 6. Perfect square, 9 times 9. Perfect square, 7 times 7. Perfect square, 5 times 5. From the variables, b squared, perfect square. Y to the power of 4, perfect square. A to the power of 6, it's an even number, so perfect square. B to the power of 2, so perfect square. And can you see there's a minus sign? Remember it says difference, so that's why minus sign. Open up two brackets, one with a plus, one with a minus. And then we just go square root. Square root of 36, 6. Square root of b squared, b. Square root of 81, 9. Square root of y to the power of 4, y to the power of 2. Okay, let's write it here. 6b over 9y2. Same thing. Let's do the side. Square root of 49, 7. Square root of a to the power of 6, a to the power of 3. Square root of 25, 5. Square root of b to the power of 2, b. Let's copy it this side. 7a to the power of 3, 5b. And we are done with difference of two squares. That's our answer. Okay. Next question. Can you see that this whole bracket is a perfect square? Then it has a different sign, and 1 is 1 times 1, it's a perfect square. So, open two brackets, one with a minus. Oh, wait, let's go. We were going plus and then minus. 1 with a plus, 1 with a minus. Square root of the whole bracket is the whole bracket. 3x plus 2, and this side here, 3x plus 2. Square root of 1 is 1 and 1. We are done with the factorization. You can then just go one step further to simplify. This here gives us 2 plus 1 is 3, so 3x plus 3. And this side here, 2 minus 1 is 1, so 3x minus 1. That's our final answer, all simplified. Okay. This one over here, can you see? X to the power 4, even number, so it's a perfect square, 1 perfect square. Let's factorize. 2 brackets, 1 with a plus, 1 with a minus. Square root of this, it's x to the power of 2, x to the power of 2. Square root of 1, 1, 1. Okay, trick question. This one here, this x squared minus 1, can you see it has a difference? There's 2 squares. Okay, so we can factorize this part. Let me highlight it for you. This part over here can be factorized again. It's dots all over again. Okay, is this part dots? This is a perfect square. This is a perfect square. Why isn't it dots? Because it has an addition sign. Remember, dots stands for difference. This is not difference. This is sum. So this here, we're going to copy it as it is because we can't do anything with it. But this one, we get to open up 2 brackets again. 1 with a plus, 1 with a minus. Square root of x squared, x and x. Square root of 1, 1 and 1. Can I go further now? No. This is our final answer. Okay. Now remember we said difference of 2 squares. This one has a plus sign. Okay. Trick question. Can you see if I rearranged it like this? Is this difference of 2 squares? Yes, there is a different sign in between it. So, 2 brackets plus minus square root of x squared, x, square root of 25, 5, 5. And that's our answer. All done. Let me see if I have more examples and dots. Nope, all done. We're now moving on to trinomials. Okay, trinomials. Tri means 3, and you guys have learned trinomials are polynomials with 3 terms. Now our trinomials are going to be something squared plus 4 times that something plus a number. Okay, this one's actually, trinomials are actually really easy if you just follow the steps. Okay, now what you do, open up 2 brackets. Okay, then you copy down this sign over here. So can you see this one here is positive? You copy down that sign. Okay, so let's do that for this next one over here so that everyone understands. You copy down the sign. Let's do that for the next one over here. 2 brackets, copy down the sign. Okay, let's do that for the next one over here. 2 brackets, this is a plus, copy down the sign. Okay, let's try that for the next one. 2 brackets, copy down the sign. So you understand what we did for each one of them? Copied down the first sign. Okay, to get the second bracket sign, now follow with me. Positive times what will give me a positive? Now you need to remember from your integer rules. Let's start again. Positive times what will give me a positive? The answer is positive. Okay, let's do the next one. Positive times what will give me a positive? The answer is positive. Let's do this again. Negative times what will give me a positive? Negative times negative gives me a positive. Let's try this again. Positive times what will give me a negative? Positive times negative will give me a negative. Okay, let's do this again. Positive times what will give me a negative? Negative. Positive times negative gives me a negative. Okay. Now for trinomials, you need to know about all of your factors. So what you do over here, we copy this x squared. We're going to put 1 over here. X, x. Let's try that again for the next example. It's got x squared, so x, x. If it has a squared, a. If it has b squared, b. Alright, let's try this one. X, because it's x squared. Let's try the next example. X, because it's x squared. Next example. X squared, so x. So far this is easy, right? Okay, let's do what we need to do to get this number and this number. Now in order to get that number, it's very important that you look at this number. Alright, so you take this number, whatever it is, and you list down all the factors you can think of so that go into that number. So now let's remind you, what is a factor? It's a number that can go into a particular number without a remainder. So I have 3. What can go into 3? The numbers that can go into 3 are 1 and 3. Now this part that I'm doing here, we don't mark it, okay? This is your scrap work, okay? We only mark this part over here. All right, but our factors 1 and 3. And then you just reverse it. So it goes 1, 3, you reverse it, 3, 1. Okay? Let's try that for this one over here. I have the number 10. Let me highlight this for you. And I'll take a picture of this and put it on the group for you guys, okay? So this is 10, right? So what are the factors of 10? What can go into 10 without a remainder? 1 can go in, 2 can go in, 5 can go in, and 10 can go in. And then we said we're going to reverse it. So 10, 5, 2, 1. Okay, let's try that for the next number. So far we okay. I think everyone that's watching this, you seem fine. This is easy stuff. Numbers that can go into 8. 1 can go into 8. 2. Can 3 go into 8? Nope. Can 4 go into 8? Yes. 5? No. 6? No. 7? No. 8? Can 8 go into 8? Yes. Anything else? Nope. Okay, reverse it. There we go. Let's try this for the next number. So we're basically answering all these questions in one go. So we have the number 2. Okay, what can go into 2? 1. Can 2 go into 2? Yes. Anything else? Nope. Reverse it. Okay, let's try this one here. 7. What can go into 7? 1 can go into 7. 7 can go into 7. Reverse it. Okay. All right. Let's go back. See, let me just use 2 different colors so that everyone understands what we're doing. Let's use the blue. Okay. I'm going to blue, 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 blue. Just to color code it and make it easier. So see this blue? Whatever the sign is for this first one, you're going to fill it in over here at the top. Plus and plus. Okay, let's try that for the next one. See, the sign was positive, so all the numbers in the top row must get a positive. Alright, let's try that for the next one. See, the sign here was negative, so all the numbers in the first row must get the negative. Negative, 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 negative. Okay, let's try that for this one. The sign was positive, all the top numbers positive. The sign was positive, all the top numbers positive. Okay, so far we okay? Not so bad. Alright. The bottom number, the second bracket was a positive, positive. Okay, so let's go to the top. See, this was positive, so all the bottom numbers must get the positive. Okay, let's continue. This one here was positive. All the bottom numbers get a positive. This one here was negative. All the bottom numbers get a negative. Okay. This one here was negative. All the bottom numbers get a negative. This one here happened to be negative. All the bottom numbers negative. I think you guys are all okay so far. If you're not okay, move. Just go a bit back and re-listen to me explaining. I'm sure you can figure this out so far. Alright, let's continue. Now it comes into your adding and subtracting skills. Okay, so we're just going to add and subtract. 1 plus 3, 4. 3 plus 1, 4. Okay, let's do our adding skills for you. 1 plus 10, 11. 2 plus 5, 7. 5 plus 2, 7, 10 plus 1, 11. Okay, adding skills over here. Minus 1, minus 8, minus 7. No, minus 9. There we go. Minus 2, minus 4, minus 6. Minus 4, minus 2. Can you see we add in them? Gives me minus 6. I got negative 8 or minus 8, minus 1, negative 9. Okay, let's continue. 1 minus 2 gives me negative 1. And this idea 2 minus 1 gives me positive 1. Okay, do I have to write the positive? No, not really. What if you did write it? That's fine. Remember this side here, I said all of this, things that I'm doing on this side, is all your own calculations. Okay, 1 minus 7, negative 6. 7 minus 1, positive 6. Okay, let's put a positive, just to make it easier for you guys. All right, these are all positive, isn't it? Yeah, I think let's put that there just to make it easier for you guys. Positive, positive. All right, and here comes the final step. You go back to this expression and you look, let's color code first. You look at this number over here. Can you see it's positive 4 in this case? In this one over here, it's positive 7. In this one over here, it's negative 6. In this one over here, what is this number that's here? Invisible 1. So positive 1. And in this last one over here, it's positive 6. That's the numbers we're looking for in this calculations that we just did. So let's go back to this first one. We're looking for what? We're looking for positive 4. Where's a positive 4? Hey, here's a positive 4. Okay, so what do? Do you see next to the blue, I need to copy down 1. And next to the pink, I need to copy down 3. That's my answer. Done. Okay, let's go to the next one. See, I'm looking for positive 7. Where's a positive 7? Hey, here's a positive 7 over here. Alright, do you see next to my blue, I need a 2. Next to my 5, my plus, say that again. Next to my pink, I need a 5. Done. Let's continue with the next one. See, this one over here, I was looking for a negative 6. Where's a negative 6? Here it is. Okay, next to my blue, I need a 2. Next to my pink, I need a 4. Okay, and there we go. We are done. Let's continue. This one over here, it's positive 1. Do you see it? Positive 1. Where's a positive 1? Do you see this one is negative 1, so I don't want that one. I want the positive 1. So this number over here. Next to my blue, I need a 2. Next to my pink, I need a 1. Okay, last one. Can you see over here? I need positive 6. So where's the positive 6? This one over here. Next to my blue, 7. Next to my pink, 1. And there we go. That's how you factorize a trinomial. All right, let's do the whole process all over again just to see, to help you remember. Right, step 1, 2 brackets, remember? Step 2, I'm going to copy down the sign over there. Step 3, you're going to say this positive times what gives me the negative. Positive times negative gives me the negative. Step 4, we're going to copy down, what was that? Step 4, I think it was. Copy down the x and the x. Okay, next thing, I'm going to highlight this number over here and we want the factors of it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 6. We then want to reverse it. 6, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next step, I'm going to highlight. Make it easier for me. Do you have to do this in the test? No. Will you be penalized if you did do it in the test where I see colors? Not at all. Please go for it. As long as your answers are in blue pen, I'm fine with you doing that. I'm fine with that, okay? Next step, everything that is blue is going to the top row. You can use whatever colors. I'm just going with blue and pink. Okay, top row. Everything that was the second one pink, I'm going to highlight here in the second row. Okay, now we're doing the adding and subtracting. So 1 minus 6 is 5. 2 minus 3, negative 1. 3 minus 2, positive 1. 6 minus 1, positive 5. Next step, go to this number over here. What is the number here in front? If I don't have a number in front of a variable, remember there's an invisible 1. Okay, now we're looking for positive 1 over here. Hey, there it is. So next, next to the blue, I'm putting down 3. Next to the pink, I'm putting down 2. And we are done. Again, 2 brackets. Okay, copy down the sign. Negative times what will give me a positive? It's negative. Put a X, put a X. Finding the factors of the 20. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. Reverse them. And you have to be absolutely correct with this. If you make one mistake and forget one number, then your thing won't work out. So you have to list down all the factors of the number, okay? 20, 10, 5, 4, 2, 1. If you want to double check if you're right, you can always just go one random one and see. 4 times 5, it has to give you 20. 10 times 2, it has to give you 20. 20 times 1 has to give you 20. Then you know you're right. Okay. All right. Let's highlight this as blue. Blue, 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 blue. Okay. Pink. All right. I think this thing is looking like red. It's actually meant to be pink, just by the way. It's a rose color. Pink, 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 pink. Okay, we're adding and subtracting. Negative 1 minus 20, negative 21. Negative 2 minus 10, negative 12. Negative 4 minus 5, negative 9. Negative 5 minus 4, negative 9. Negative 10 minus 2, negative 12. Negative 20 minus 1, negative 21. Okay, let's go back. We are looking for a negative 9. Where's a negative 9? There it is. Do you see how there's a negative 9 here as well? You can use that one and use exactly those numbers. It's perfectly fine as long as it works out. Okay, as long as you get in this number here to match with this number here. Okay, anyway, next to blue was 4. And next to pink was 5. Done. Okay, next example. By the time you're done watching this video, you are going to be a pro at this. As long as you have a pen and paper with you and you are doing this at the same time as me, then you are going to be a pro at this. Okay, let us continue. Copy down the sign. Positive times what gives us negative? Positive times negative. Let's check. Positive times negative. Yes, it gives us negative. X here, X here. All right. Factors of 18. What goes into 18? 1 goes in, 2 goes in, 3. Does 4 go into 18? No. 5? No. 6? Yes. 7? No. 8? No. 9? Yes. And 18. Reverse them. 18 times 1? 18. 2 times 9? 18. 3 times 6, 18. 6 times 3, 18. 9 times 2, 18. 18 times 1, 18. Okay, so we know we're definitely right. Okay. Blue. Blue, 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 blue. Okay, let's go back. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. All right, addition and subtraction. 1 minus 18, negative 17. 2 minus 9, negative 7. 3 minus 6, negative 3. 6 minus 3, positive 3. 9 minus 2, positive 7. 18 minus 1, positive 17. Okay, go back here. I am looking for a positive 3. Let's look over here. I see a positive 3 over here. Can I use this one? No, because that's negative 3 and your answer will be wrong. Positive 3. Next to blue, 6. Next to pink, 3. Done. Another example. 2 brackets. Bring down the sign. Positive times what gives me positive? Answer is positive. X over there, X over there. All right. 16. What numbers go into 16? 1, 2, 4, and 16. Reverse. Oh, wait, I missed a number. See? 8. 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Okay. Positive. Plus, 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 plus. Pink, 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 pink. Addition and subtraction. 1 plus 16, 17. 2 plus 8, positive 10. 4 plus 4, positive 8. 8 plus 2, positive 10. 16 plus 1, positive 17. Okay, let's go back. I need positive 10. So, positive 10. That means next to blue, 2. Next to pink, 8. Oh, that doesn't look like an 8. Done. Another example. There's quite a few, okay? Alright. Bring down the negative. Negative times what gives me positive? Negative. Negative and negative gives me a positive. X over there, X over there. There we go. Factors of 3. Easy one. 1 and 3. Reverse 3 and 1. Okay. Negative. Negative, negative. Pink. Negative, negative. Alright. Adding and subtracting. Minus 1 minus 3. Minus 4. Minus 3 minus 1. Minus 4. Okay. I'm looking for minus 4. I'm going to pick this first combination over here. And there we go. So next to blue, it's a 1. Next to pink, gets a 3. Done. Okay, more examples. This time I just switched up the alphabets for you to show you that the steps stay exactly the same no matter what the alphabets are. Right, so 2 brackets, copy down the sign. Positive times what gives me positive? There it is, positive. Okay, A over there, A over there. This time we're working with A, not X. Okay, that's all that's different in this example. Factors of 2, which are easy. 1 and 2, reverse 2 and 1. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Pink, pink, pink. Add them. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. I need a positive 3. There we go. Positive 3. Oops. Here we go. Next to blue, 1. Next to pink, 2. Done. Okay, I want you to pause the video. Try this one on your own. See how you do. Okay, so pause it. Okay, now we're going to try it together. Bring down the negative. Negative times what gives you positive? Answer is negative. Q goes there. Q goes there. Okay, we need factors of 2. Easy numbers so far. 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Pink, pink, pink. Negative 1 minus 2, negative 3. Negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. I need negative 3. Go back. Here's my negative 3. Okay, next to the blue, 1. Next to the pink, 2. Done. Okay, let's Continue. All right. Did you get this one? Check yourself and see that you got this one right. Another one. All right. So open two brackets. All right. Copy down the sign. Negative times what gives me positive? It's positive. Negative times positive gives me negative. Copy down the alphabet. One there, one there. All right. Let's highlight. 12. I need the factors of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Reverse. Okay. Blue. So let's move this. Blue, 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 blue. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. All right, we're adding and subtracting. Negative 1 plus 12, negative, sorry, positive 11. Negative 2 plus 6, positive 4. Negative 3 plus 4, positive 1. Negative 4 plus 3, negative 1. Negative 6 plus 2, negative 4. Negative 12 plus 1, negative 11. Let's see what we're looking for. If there isn't a number in front of a variable, remember the invisible 1. So we're looking for negative 1. Let's go. There it is. Negative 1. So next to the blue, 4. Next to the pink, 3. And we're done. Okay, now the question for you. Copy down the sign. Okay, I'm gonna do this one without explaining. I think you guys are quite tired of me explaining the same thing over and over again. So I'm doing this one without explaining. Oh, forgot that. That's a S and a S. Oh, this was an S, by the way, okay? Hopefully in the test we won't make our S look like a 5. I tried to make them look different here, S and a 5. There we go, answer. Another one. This is a B, by the way. Positive times positive gives us positive. B, B. One plus 5. 5 plus 1. I'm going to go with the first one. This ones were both the same. You can go with either one. Next to the blue. Next to the pink. I think I might have more. Let me just see. Oh yes, we have more. Okay. Factors of 4. reverse. Okay. We add in, let's bring this a bit closer. 1 plus 4, 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1. We are actually looking for a plus 4. Okay, where's our plus 4? There it is. Okay. Done. Factors of 15. Reverse. Okay. We add in as we're going down, or subtracting. We are looking for a negative 8. First negative 8 I see. Alright, next to blue, next to pink. Done. Another one. Oh, even I'm getting tired of these. But you see how it becomes easier as you do more and more and more. Okay, copy down the sign. Negative times what gives me positive? Negative. X, X. Okay. 1, 2, 5, 10. Reverse. 10, 5, 2, 1. Okay. Negative, 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 negative. And this pink negative, pink negative, pink negative, pink negative, pink negative. All right. Add and subtract. Oh, 11. Okay, we are looking for negative 11. First negative 11 I see. There it is. Okay, next to blue, 1. Next to pink, 10. And we are done. Okay, 2 more to go. Positive times negative gives me this, negative. A here, A there. Okay, 14. What can go into 14 with no remainders? 1, 2, 7, and 14. Reverse. Alright. Blue. Blue, 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 blue. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. Add and subtract. 1 minus 14. 2 minus 7. 7 minus 2. 14 minus 1. Okay, what are we looking for? We are looking for positive 5. Would it be right if we took this one here? Nope, got a negative 5, okay? Careful. Blue gets 7. Pink gets 2. Done. And the very last one of trinomials. I think, hold on. Oh yes, definitely the last one of trinomials for this, okay? Then I'm going to do some combination ones. Copy. Positive times what? Positive. X goes there, X goes there. We have the number 9. What are the factors of 9? They are 1, 3, 9. Reverse. Okay. Plus, plus, plus. I got a plus. plus, plus, plus. Add and subtract. What are we looking for? There it is. Okay, blue, pink, done. Okay. Okay, now we're doing combinations of different types of factorization. Okay, so this here is when we have maybe highest common factor with difference of two squares, or highest common factor with trinomials. Now again, I'm reminding you, we are not going to tell you about this. You need to be able to see it. How do you see it? You need to know your multiplication table, you need to know your perfect squares, and if it's three terms, then it's a trinomial. So let's look at this one over here. Do you see three terms? So we know it's a trinomial, but do you first notice that this number here, 2, 8, and 8, a number can go into all three of them. What is that number that can go into all three of them? It's the number 2. Okay, let's take out 2 as a common factor. If I take out 2, what's left behind here? X squared. Negative 8 divided by the 2, negative 4. Remember, we divide when we're doing a highest common factor. And there was a x. Positive 8 divided by 2, positive 4. Okay. So I'm going to leave this 2 outside. Do you see this part over here? Trinomial, like what we just did. So for trinomial, we know we open up 2 brackets. Copy down the sign, so negative. Negative times what gives me positive? It's negative. And then we want the factors of 4. So factors of 4 are 1, 2, 4. Reverse, 4, 2, 1. Remember this part here is just your scrapbook. You can even do it on your question paper and scribble it over there. That's fine. Okay. Then we need to, oh, what did we forget? I forgot to put the x over here and the x over there. All right. Negative, blue, 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 blue. Negative, pink, 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 pink. Add and subtract. What am I looking for? Okay. And there we go. So blue gets 2, pink gets 2. And we are done. Okay, let's continue. This one over here, can you see I have a fraction now? In my numerator, can you see highest common factor? 7 can go here, 7 can go there. So let's do that. Take out 7 as a common factor. Let me highlight that for you guys. Right, you see how important it is to know your multiplication table. Left behind here is x. Left behind here, 14 divided by 7 is 2. Okay. Now, can you see this is a fraction that we can cancel? Let me use a different color. 7 goes into 7 once and into 7 once. So left behind, x plus 2 over x. Please be very careful. Oh, this doesn't look like an x. There we go. You cannot cancel this x with this x. Why not? Because we have a plus sign over there. Be very careful with that, okay? And we're done with that one. Okay, slightly more tricky. In my numerator, I see a perfect square over here, but the side is not perfect square. So what can I do with my numerator? Can you see x is here and x is here? So I'm going to take out, let's draw a fraction line. I'm going to take out x from both of them. If I take out x from this one, I'm left behind with another x because it was 2 sweets, gave away 1. If I take away x from here, I'm just left behind with minus 3. Okay, perfect. So we're done with that part, right? In my denominator, just looking at my denominator, can you see trinomial? So for trinomial, I know I open up 2 brackets. Copy down the sign. Negative times what gives me this negative? Positive. Okay. The 6 factors of 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6. Reverse. I'm saying reverse so many times over, it's like reminding me of Uno when you play the reverse card. Oh, what did I forget again? X goes here, X goes there. All right, negative and blue, 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 blue. Positive, pink, 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 pink. All right, add and subtract. What am I looking for over here? Remember, if there's no variable, no number in front of a variable, it's 1 as an invisible 1. That's what I'm looking for. So blue gets 3, pink gets 2. Alright, now we look at this part over here. So we're done with factorization. Can you guys see with me that I got an x minus 3 at the top and I got an x minus 3 at the bottom? And there's multiplication over here and there's multiplication over here. So we can cancel out. So cancel and cancel. What am I left with on top? What am I left with at the bottom? Can I cancel this x and this x? No, because there's a plus sign in between. You can only cancel if there was multiplication of factors. Okay, so we're good with the combinations. Let's do more. Okay, and they get a little tricky, okay? But they're using all your previous knowledge that you guys have of fractions and things like that. Right, let's look over here. I got an x minus 3 over 2. Can I do anything here? Is there anything that can come out between the x and the 3? Nope. So I'm going to copy it as is. Now I see a divide. Divide, when we know it's fraction, divide by fraction. Remember, we do something called tip-in times. This whole bracket over here is technically over 1. So we're going to multiply. So that's the times part. And we're flipping it around. So the 1 goes to the top. The bottom goes x squared minus 3x. Okay. Still nothing that we can do at the top. Multiply by. Can you see my denominator? Let's highlight again for you. Common factor, common factor. Okay, numerator, I can't do anything with it. I'm taking out x as the common factor. The bully's taking it. It had 2 sweets, gave away 1, left behind with 1. And left behind here with negative 3. Can you see, because there's multiplication. Now, you guys already know this from your fractions knowledge. This whole x minus 3 is technically in a bracket because it's one whole term. Okay, you guys know this. Can cancel out with this over here. What are we left with at the top? Left with, okay, I'm out of space. I'm going to just continue over here. At the top, you agree with me? There's nothing left behind here and there's a 1. Okay, so 1. At the bottom, I'm left with a 2. And I'm left with the x. And that's my answer. Okay. Rewind and watch this again if you got a bit confused. And follow with me. This is helping you so much because you get to do this now the night before you write in your paper. You can use this lesson that I'm giving to you guys via a video as a study lesson basically. Okay, so you can just follow everything that I'm doing and you will be fine for your paper with regards to factorization. Okay, let's continue. This one over here, trick question, okay? Can you see, and I did this in class with you guys where the bracket, we take out a negative, okay? So can you see this bracket is almost the same to this bracket over here. Just this one goes 2x minus 1, this one goes 1 minus 2x. So what you can do, let's leave this one as it is. I want to change this one over here. So remember, we said we changed the sign outside and we swap the inside around. We did do this in class. Okay. Now, do you see that this whole thing here is exactly the same as this whole thing here? In front of a bracket, if there's no alphabet or no number, what number actually is there? Invisible 1. Okay. If I take out this bracket, remember when we take out a bracket as a common factor, the whole thing goes in a bracket again. I'm left behind here with the 4x squared. And here, if I take it out, I'm left behind with the minus 1. Okay, remember we said these were combination ones. Look here, perfect square, perfect square, perfect square. And there's a different sign in between. So for dots, open 2 brackets. 1 gets a plus, 1 gets a minus. Square root of 4 It's 2. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 1, 1, 1. Done. Okay, another one. Can you see this bracket and this bracket look very similar? Okay, so we're going to change one of them. I'm going to change this one. I generally like to change the second one, okay? You can change the first one if you want to. Perfectly fine. You'll come to the same answer eventually. So if I'm not changing this one, I'm going to leave it as it is. Remember, I said you're taking out the negative, so you change the sign outside. Ooh, let's highlight that for anybody. Okay, please be careful. Did you see I changed the sign of the number outside? Then, because I changed the sign of the number outside, I can switch these around. Okay, now common factor. Take it out. What are we left with over here? X. What are we left with over here? Plus 2. Hey, what does this look like? This looks like difference of two squares. One with a minus, one with a plus. Interesting. Okay, next question. What can come out between these two numbers? Oh, well, they're not numbers. They're terms, variables. Y. What's left behind here, just by the way? There's a 1. If I take away from this guy here who had 3 sweets, I take away 1. How many am I left behind with? 2. This guy over here had 1 sweet. I took it away. How many am I left with? Nothing. And then there was just that 1 from there. Do you notice that this here is difference of two squares? Perfect square, perfect square. So when it starts, two brackets. One with a plus, one with a minus. Square root of this, square root of this, and we are done. All right, I have a few more, 3 more, okay? 2 are same level. This one here is a bit more difficult. Almost done with this video. All right, do you see fractions and do you see the division? So we know for division, becomes multiplication. Oh, actually, this one isn't even under factorization. Tricked you guys over here. Tricked myself by not seeing which questions I'm copying. All right, this here is factorization, and it's basically simplification of fractions. So, can you see over here, I got a B, and it can cancel. There's 2 of them here, so it can cancel with 1 of them. Can you see my C? Can cancel with my C. 3 goes into 3 once, and into 9 3 times. What else am I? Nothing else. Now we can say 2 times 3, 6, a squared times a to the power of 1, a to the power of 3. At the bottom, nothing left behind here but just the b. This is a trick question. I threw in some expressions in between here. Good reminder for you guys. This is on on fractions simplification. So and it had to do with some exponent laws here as well. So this is a good revision for you. Okay, can anything go into 6, A, 3, and B? Nope, nothing, so we're done. Okay, next question. All right, in the top, so when you look at these questions, look at the top separate, look at the bottom separate, okay? Can you see 5 can come out? 5 can come out. Let's take it out. Okay, from the numbers, let me use a different color for you. From the numbers we're done. From the variables, you see I have x cubed, so 3 sweets, x squared, 2 sweets. So what's the amount that they can both give? 2 sweets. Okay, if this one here is 5 divided by 5, we're left with 1, isn't it? 3 sweets gave away 2, so I'm left with 1 sweet. Do I have to write that 1? No. Would I get it wrong if I wrote it? Nope. 5 divided by 5, 1. 2 sweets gave away 2. Nothing left behind, isn't it? No sweets left. Okay, now let's deal with the denominator. I'm going to use different colors so you don't get confused in any way. All right, this one here has 2 sweets first. This one has 1 sweet. So we can take from them, isn't it? Okay, 1 sweet I can take from both of them. I had, don't forget there's an invisible one, okay? I had 2 sweets over here. I gave away 1 of them, so I'm left behind with the 1. I'm left behind with the x. Do I have to write this one? No. Would I get it wrong if I didn't write it? No. Would I get it wrong if I wrote it? Nope. Okay, I had 1 sweet. gave it away, left behind with no sweets, but there's that invisible 1. Okay, do you notice that this bracket and this bracket look exactly the same? Can we cancel in this case? Yes, because there's multiplication here, multiplication here. So let's cancel whole bracket with whole bracket. Okay, then can you see here there's x squared and here there's x. So we can cancel using exponent laws, 1 with the 2 from there, isn't it? And we are left behind with just a 5 and 1x. And that's our answer. So up until here was factorization. Easy stuff. Okay, I'd like to hope that it was easy stuff, okay? From here, you need to know all your rules on fractions. So please go recap on everything on fractions in order to answer from here to here, okay? And the most complicated or long question over here, right? Do you notice something that's common? Can you see I have 1 term, 2 term, 3 term. Now, how do I know where my terms begin and where they end? Another color pen so everyone can see. Can you see there's a plus and a minus? Those things divide our terms. We spoke about this in class, okay? When we were adding and subtracting like terms, and I made you guys talk about like degree of polynomial and what's a polynomial, and then we discussed what makes or how do we separate terms, right? But recap, it's when we have the plus and minus signs. Okay, so look at this term, then look at this term, then look at this term. What is common? This. So we take it out. Remember, when you take out a bracket, keep it in its bracket, okay? What's left? Oh, now our leftovers in a bracket. What's left over here? X squared. What's left over here? 4x. What's left over here? Negative 12. Interesting. What is this? A trinomial. For a trinomial, okay, I'm not doing anything to that part. For a trinomial, I said it over and over and over and did so many examples with you. We open up 2 brackets. Bring down the plus. Plus times what gives me a minus? Minus. Let's check. Plus times minus, minus. Put the x here, the x there. All right. 12. I need the factors of 12, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Oh, quite a few. Okay. Reverse 12, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's go again with our blue and pink. Blue, 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 blue. Okay. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. Add and subtracting. 1 minus 12, negative 11. 2 minus 6, negative 4. 3 minus 4, negative 1. 4 minus 3, positive 1. 6 minus 2, positive 4. 12 minus 1, positive 11. What am I looking for? I am looking for positive 4. So let's go over here. There it is. Right. In front of the blue, 6. In front of the pink, 2. I am done. And there we go. Alright, I hope that this lesson was beneficial to you guys. Please, I hope this was an hour, 8 minutes, and now 28 seconds. I hope that you were sitting and using your pen and paper as well, copying these things down into your book, and good luck with your paper. If anyone has any questions for me, you are more than welcome to message me. Good luck, everyone.